At forward, at 6'7", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At center, at 6'11", number 32, Karl-Anthony Towns. At guard, at 6'2", number 11, Jalen Brunson. At guard, at 6'6", number 4, Jeff. The head coach of the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau. Once again, the starting lineup for your New York Knicks.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the New York Knicks against the Chicago Bulls. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Josh Giddey out there with Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Lee in at small forward. And for the Knicks, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's the captain in at the point guard position. Well, now that we're into the thick of things here this season, Grant, we start to get a clear picture of how these teams are going to look this season.
Yeah, B.A., this is where it really all starts to come into focus. Off-season trades have either paid off or fizzled, and squads have had time to bond and really get stronger.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Pass to Towns. Tries the 9-footer. And he hits the jumper.
The timing that Towns has is admirable. So fantastic at getting the shot off before a defender can react.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. The last few seasons, the Knicks have had a defensive-minded approach.
And that's been the key for them getting back into the postseason, B.A. I mean, they play great team defense and pride themselves on getting stops.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The captain, pass to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Brunson with it. 4 on the clock. Shoots over White. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Boy, that's quality defense. Jalen Brunson just keeps his composure and focus.
Giddey with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist from Giddey.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
To the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. And the bucket is good.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
White against Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kobe White picks one up.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
And a guy who entered the league in a supporting role, Doris. Jalen Brunson, now a legitimate star.
He is, B.A., and consider that this is a man who was drafted in the second round and just kept working, biding his time, and contributing to winning. And the greater the opportunity, the more he has stretched to meet that opportunity.
First one falls.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Giddey. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Lets it go from 11. The captain with a rebound. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Brunson. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. 2 points. That one goes. Brunson's got 6.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Josh Giddey has the size to absorb contact, doesn't let it phase him, just powers through the shot.
Brunson against White. Blocked! And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Lee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. White against Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Here's the captain, doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29 and a half a game. Clock is at 3. It's deflected. Releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 6. And the Knicks call time here. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
City Kid.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Josh Giddey. New York trailing. The captain, pass to Brunson. And there's the lob, tipped. White with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Inside.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's the captain. His last outing, he had 24 points. Outside Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lee. To the middle.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's the captain. Still without a bucket. They still need this. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And they get it back. Lee, the pass to Giddey. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the lay-in. Giddey's got 8.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Timeout called. The Knicks, they want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And when we take a look at the box score from that game, one of the first things that you'll notice is the number of turnovers they were able to force.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
The league leaders in scoring. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. White, the pass to the kid. Takes it inside. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Vucevic with a steal. White with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Bulls, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, there are the Knicks, sitting just 1 spot below them.
Well, for the Knicks, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here's Lee. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and are on a string.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And here's Giddey. Give him 8 points now. Baseline try. Lee misses.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Anunoby for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, how about this? I mean, he's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this. He has now turned himself into that coveted elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancers. Let's hear it for your Knicks City Kids.
Here's White. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. Lee. Second chance effort. And Vucevic with the lay-in.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Brunson. Six to shoot. And he drives in. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And it's Giddey missing.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's White. Still no points.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And he makes a first. White hits them both. The Knicks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's the captain. Bridges outside. Pass to the captain. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
16.
Outside Giddey to the paint. White comes up empty down low.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to him. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Towns. Those advanced numbers for Karl-Anthony Towns are incredible, Doris.
And BA, obviously those advanced numbers are something all organizations look at. Cat's got one of the top offensive ratings in NBA history. And listen, his three-point stroke opens up the floor. He can also put it on the deck. He's very efficient. There's a lot to like about Cat. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Giddey. And again, Chicago, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
The kick out to Brunson. The captain. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Ball against Brunson. Ball into the lane. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Giddey. Here's Money. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And Vucevic slams it in.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
The captain pass to Towns. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball outside. Pass to Giddey. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And now a 10-point Bulls lead.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Bridges misses.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Buries it down low. Anunoby's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Giddey passes to Money. Soft touch off the glass.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's the captain, hounded by Ball. The captain, that's good. The captain's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Giddey. The rebound by Bridges.
That's how you want to see them crash to glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Brunson taking his time here. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
It has proven very hard to guard Jalen Brunson without fouling, especially if he's aggressive to score it.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And he's good on the second. Up top, Giddey. Pass to Money. 1 second left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Chicago. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out of Foot, Grant?
You know, B.A., that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Mikal Bridges is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's the captain in at the point. That's the group for New York starting the second. Here's the captain. And that one is hammered home.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Here's White. The Knicks making their last shot. Outside Giddey. Down low. Here's Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 15. Pass to Vucevic. Yep, count it. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
White against Simons. Outside Anunoby. Back to Simons. Here's the captain. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 6. Chalk up 2 there.
Pulling no punches. Attacking the heart of that defense.
For Chicago, they've gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Lee on the wing. Anunoby covering. Lee misses.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Bridges, left side. No luck on that one. Giddey with a defensive effort. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Now a timeout called by New York.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
change here. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You look at Towns. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
And the Knicks with the possession here. It's a 14-point game. Dosunmu for three. Sinks the tray. Dosunmu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Count that one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
White, the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Money. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Brunson passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
You get to see on display how Jalen Brunson has become this dynamic force offensively. Nice use of the pick and roll.
You know what I appreciate about Mitchell Robinson is his defense and how well he uses his length, Brent.
You know, he is so good, B.A., at getting positioning to alter shots. And he finds ways to come up with a number of blocks, not to mention how active he is on the glass.
And the Knicks with the possession here after the basket by Chicago. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the one or the two. He always makes the right play.
Here's Lee. Towns with a rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Knicks are in the nation's media capital, but Coach Tom Thibodeau said, I've never felt pressure. I've been at this a long time. I approach it the same way. I put everything I have into each and every day. I'm willing to live with that result. There's no one who studies his team harder than I do.
Oh, he has made the difference for sure. Thanks, Allie.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
What's striking about Karl-Anthony Towns is his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
Good on the second one. And he nails the third.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Here's Lee. He has 6. And some solid defense from Towns. Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. Knocked away. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Money. Robinson defending. Money with the bucket. Money's got 7.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Brunson against White. Outside Brunson. Towns for 3. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And so it's New York with it. Down by 15. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Simons. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu. Here's Towns. And again, the Knicks missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Chicago's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Here's the kid. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And here's Simons outside. And the three-pointer goes. Simons has got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
61-47.
Pass to Lee. From the top of the key. And that one's good. Lee's got 8.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Simons, right side. Another one falls for New York.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Lee. He's covered by Hart. Lee, the pass to White. To the inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
First
and another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
One shot.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 17-point game. Bridges outside. Knocked loose. Dosunmu on the wing. Pass to Lee. Here's the kid. Outside White. Kept alive. The kid. He's good with a little jumper in close. The kid's got 4 points this quarter.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. Lee on the wing. Anunoby covering. And the basket by Lee.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
White against Brunson. Kicks it out, Towns. Releases. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. White against Brunson. White can't hit. New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Anunoby passes to the captain. Puts it up from 12. And it's Chicago with a board. Lee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Drives to the hoop. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. And the Knicks shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's the captain. Rebound by the Bulls.
Terrific rim protection, impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 8 rebounds in the game. Now Towns. Coming off a 34-point game against Minnesota. Here's Anunoby. And that one's long. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Here's Lee. Anunoby covering. Lee misses. Well, the Knicks shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. The captain. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Giddey. Pass to the kid. It's Herder on the wing. And here's Giddey. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. Back to Herder. Lee on the wing. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's the captain. He's got 9. It's Herder on the wing. Pass to Giddey. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Shooting 3.
The first free throw is good. And he sinks the second.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And he makes all 3. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's the captain. 9 points in the game. Here's Bridges. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Giddey. 29 seconds left in the first half. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
19 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's the captain. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. And no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. On the court for Chicago, they've got Nikola Vucevic, Josh Giddey out there with Kobe White, and it's the kid in at the power forward.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Brunson after the basket by Chicago. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell, and it's rejected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Woo!
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's the captain. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The captain's got 11 points.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Pass to White. Launches it from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
3 points.
Giddey's got 6 assists here tonight.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. Towns can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Giddey passes to Lee. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Nice D from Bridges.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Chicago has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. 80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. White against Brunson. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And that one's good. Giddey
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to Lee. The three. The Knicks with the rebound. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, Towns. He nails it. That's his 5th, making 11 tries.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
92-64.
Outside Giddey. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Anunoby. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. Oh, swiped away. Fast break, New York. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J. Towns has got 9 points now in the second half.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
92-67.
White against Bridges. And he hits it from 9 feet. White's got 13.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Timeout. New York calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
Robinson comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Josh Hart in for Brunson. Up top, Bridges. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Give him 8.
Well, good defense, losing to better offense in that instance. You love how calm Mikal Bridges is in the face of that great contest.
Now here's Giddey. 17 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Over Robinson. Vucevic's shot is off. The Knicks have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Karl-Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to the captain. And he converts the layup. The captain's got 15.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
From 7. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And he knocks down the first one. And in terms of the league as a whole, There have been some of the highest scoring seasons in history the last few years, Grant.
Well, BA, it's all about pace. And across the board, teams are playing much, much faster. Faster than ever. It also seems like defense might be turning into a lost art. So I don't know if it's all for the best.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the kid. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Assisted by
Giddey's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Oh, an athletic jam by Bridges going up high.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Lee. Anunoby covering. Lee misses.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And the basket by Bridges.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. On the take. Banked it in off the glass. Giddey's got 19 points.
Let's just remember, he's got tremendous size at the guard position. Josh Giddey is so tough to stop.
Outside Hart. Pass to the captain. It's deflected. Anunoby against White. Shoots over Anunoby. White can't hit.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
Bridges, left side. Here's the captain. From the high post. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Here's Giddey. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here's White. 15 points in the game. The kid's shot is off. Hard up top. Pass to the captain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The captain's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. He's checked in for New York. And the Bulls making a change here. Right side White. It's tipped. And they'll keep possession. And he recovers it. Ooh, poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Five on the clock. Here's the teardrop, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here are the NBA's premier passing teams, the league leaders in assists. Number 1, the Bulls.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Back to Simons. Launches a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside White. Hits the trifecta. White's got 18.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
The captain. Pass to Simons. And he's going for the oop here.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Well, when Josh Hart gets going, his confidence skyrockets, Grant. That seems to be the key for him.
Well, his floor game is special regardless. I mean, the rebounding and defense are his bread and butter, B.A. And when he's hitting shots, he becomes the complete package on the wing.
Here's the captain. And it's in there. The captain's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's the captain. 21 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Hart. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside White. Herter against Hart. Herter can't hit. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to the captain. Now Anunoby. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Hart with it. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Herter.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Money with the bucket.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Anunoby on the wing. Here's the captain. He's guarded by White, and he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
One shot.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Outside White. It's Herter on the wing. He's covered by Hart. 5 to shoot. White for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-7 run. Simons with it. 9 points in the game. Pass to the captain. And the layup is good off the glass. The captain's got 17 points here in the second half.
Despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Ball left side, stolen by Bridges. Brunson against ball. Brunson passes to Towns.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Here's Money. Pass to Lee. Shoots over Anunoby. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. And the Knicks with the possession here after the basket by Chicago. The drive by Simons. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First team foul. Anthony Simons at the line, 2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. And so he hits both. And Ball will bring it up here for the Bulls. They lead by 17. Robinson with a steal. Blocked. Ball against Brunson. Here's Dosunmu. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league. Lonzo with the right decision there.
There's Simons with a 3. Drops in the 3. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Brunson against Ball. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Brunson against Ball. Pass to Money. Here's Lee. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Lee at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Outside Brunson. Over ball. Brunson misses. Chicago has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Lee on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Money. Pulls it. Lee misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Chicago ball.
The Bulls have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Lee from deep three-point land. And they recover it.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Ayo Dosunmu at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Outside Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
Pass to Lee. Puts it up from the high post. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Towns. Got a piece of it.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Giddy's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
And Allie, thanks.
Boy, Josh Giddey showing off that great vision right there.
Bridges outside. And he lobs it up top.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
For Chicago, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Outside Giddey. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Giddey's got 21.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
Here's Brunson, tipped, and he's able to get it back. Outside Giddey. Dosunmu on the wing. From the corner. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Remains New York ball.
On defense, the Bulls. 15-point game. Here's Brunson. Brunson missing again.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
White against Simons. Lee on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Lee at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. Trailing by 17. Pass to Towns. Simons outside. Back to Towns. And there's the rejection. Tries again.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Right side White. And stolen by Brunson. Brunson speeds in to finish the break.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
Here's Dosunmu. Outside White. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
White against Brunson. Great finish inside by Brunson.
Coaches talk often about the competitor Jalen Brunson is. Boy, you see it on that kind of tough bucket.
Pass to Dosunmu. Outside Giddey. Here's Lee. Brunson defending. Lets it go from 11. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 27.
Josh Giddey.
In the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Robinson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Friday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, They'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Now here's White. Outside Giddey from behind the arc. Tipped away, and they'll get another chance. They get it again. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. White against Brunson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Pass to Giddey. That one goes. Count it.
Giddey.
23 points in the game.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
Brunson passes to Towns. That one no good.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Here's Lee. And Chicago again with a bucket. Well, the Knicks shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Timeout called, the Knicks. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. So it's the Knicks now. Here's the captain. Back to Towns. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. White's got 4 points this quarter. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Brunson against White. With some arc. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
1:11. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bridges against White. Out left to the wing. With so many recent #1 picks and MVP winners being foreign-born players, of course, the NBA truly feels like a global sport.
It's wonderful, BA, because when I think back historically, wouldn't NBA fans have loved the opportunity to have seen Arvydas Sabonis in his prime? He spent decades toiling over in the European leagues and was a dominant figure in the sport. But the idea that you can now get Luka Doncic or Mr. Wembanyama at such an early age and watch them unfold their NBA careers, it is fabulous.
Ball stolen, and he now has a 5-by-5.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Lights Out.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
And it's the Bulls' ball.
116.
They have a 19-point lead. Here's Lee. Anunoby covering. Pass to White. Clock at 6. Here's Lee. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lee's got 34.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's White. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.